Forrest Whitaker here.
Forrest
Welcome,
Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker.
Hi.
So good to see you, man.
Oh, it's great.
And so you're playing Zuri in this film. So you are the sort of spiritual guide and mentor to T'Challa. What was it like playing? How did you get into the mindset of playing a mentor to a king?
Oh, wow. I think I was trying to understand what are the things, the knowledge that I could bestow upon him that would allow him to make the decisions that would help him to be able to rule this nation, and really, because of the power of what's happening in Wakanda, really affect the world. And so I took on that, mantle and looked at a lot of different things of like the different types of leaders, spiritual leaders and stuff. And
Who were those spiritual leaders that you
they're
really...
not all like, I'm not going to name like people from different traditions, but I think it was, in this case, they were dealing with a particular region in some ways around Wakanda, and so I looked at the Gomas, I looked at what's happening in Egypt, what's happening in Nigeria with the Yoruba, different types of things to try to understand what he might be, and then of course bestowing like this heart-shaped herb to him so that he could take it and like empower himself to become Black Panther.
And something that's so interesting, too, is, you knew Ryan Coogler previously. You were a producer on Fruitvale Station. Producers are often mentors. Now you're sort of transitioning into being directed by him. So tell me about the transition of that relationship.
I was really excited to get the chance. Because when I met Ryan, he was in college, and he was talking about the project. We got a chance to do Fruitvale together. I feel very fortunate. To be on the other side of somebody that you consider a visionary and you consider somebody who actually understands the art of acting, understands, what it can mean to like use the camera in the right way, it's pretty exciting. So to get a chance to reunite with him in this way, on this side, to hear what his wisdoms are, is pretty exciting. So.
And what do you think that it means for people, the audiences, to get to see an advanced nation like Wakanda on the screen? They're advanced in their technology and just how they operate. What do you think that's going to mean for audiences to get to see?
I think it's going to just broaden people's thoughts and minds. This sort of technological wizardry that goes alongside of this traditional, like, sort of indigenous knowledge that's combined into something that we've never really seen before, I don't think. To understand the breakage between, like, quantum physics and, like, what's really, like, manifesting things in the world. And it's like both of those things are riding together in a very powerful way in the movie.
And speaking of powerful things, the sets on this movie, the production design is incredible. What was your feeling stepping, for example, onto, the Warrior Falls set, this practical set with all the water rushing down? How did that feel?
You couldn't help but be impressed. We have it felt like with these 100-foot waterfalls falling down around us. We're in a pool of water, like in this sort of baptism or like, initiation of the new king and stuff. And it's just, it's extraordinary. The same when we went into the tunnels, into the sacred grove where the heart-shaped herb is. You get a chance to see that environment, and it's quite magical. It allows you, it kind of sinks inside of you. It makes you feel what's real. It makes you feel like you're truly there. So it's very powerful.
Well, and also, what was it like to, on that note, what does it mean for yourself to have worked on a film of this scale and this magnitude? Or did you learn anything about yourself?
When I went out there, and I remember when there was a shot where Ryan had this giant, camera moving up, drone coming up to photograph us in the waterfall fight, and it was moving around in circles. And I was like, this is amazing. And the waterfalls, all these people with these dynamic colors of their different tribes and singing and in their own languages and with their own movements and life. It was just the combination of the two was quite overwhelming,
Well, it is to your testament as a filmmaker yourself that as you describe it, I can see it happening, and I'm so excited for people to see this on screen and what you guys have brought to it. There are a lot of people who want to talk to you, so we've got to let you go. But thank you so much for stopping and talking to the Marvel fans.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Absolutely.
I'm excited. Bye, you guys.
Take care.